Hello. A very good afternoon to all of you. The current time is 28 minutes past 2. A beautiful afternoon here in Colombo as well as here in Sri Lanka. And of course, you are tuned in to 107.3 or FM Royal.live, or you may be watching us from home via the FM Royal YouTube channel or the Merc Live Facebook channel. We had a conversation with the 5 DHPs previously, but now comes into a more interesting segment, which is Paramount, which we call. So we had the two archives head of our college. Archives itself brings some mysteries towards the audience. What is archives? So that's why these two gentlemen here are here to clarify. So a warm welcome to Archan Jayathigan and Kirtigan. Warm welcome. So Aya, how is your day been so far? How is your preparation for the major game, the second leg of the 80th Bradley? See?
Well, my day is good. To be honest, I do still have hope for the Bradley because I do believe that this team has a potential, and I do think this is a two-legged game now. So we have another opportunity to show the Trinitians, show the Trinity Lions who we are. So I do believe in the second leg, and I do believe we can win, to be honest.
I mean, you were the only positive gentleman that I met on making sure, you straight away said that, okay, look, we still have hope on our boys. Of course, we also have hope, but, well done. Kirtikan, how about you?
I mean, likewise, I guess, but I find myself not as positive as Archana here.
Yeah, but it depends on the day, to be honest.
It depends on the day. So whoever does best in that day becomes the ultimate winner.
Yes.
Even, not going recently back to history, like around 1 week back, Spain versus Argentina. Everybody thinks Argentina was good, but Spain apparently came as world champions in FIFA. But right now we are not here to talk about FIFA, we are here to talk about archives. Okay, so I am basically starting off with the first question itself. Me as a steward, I know what's archives. You as the archives head, you know what is archives.
Yeah.
So for the audience, what would you say? What is Royal College Archives?
So what I will say is the Royal College Archives is where the history of the college lives. So there's 190 years of legacy, traditions and history in a school. And the sole place where it lives is the archives. So let's say the Royal College magazines, the Royalist magazines, the trophies or anything, everything is located at the archives. So if you come to the archives and if you take one of the books out of the cabinets, you can read about the articles that were written by the old Royalists. So yeah, I do believe it's a living archives. It's different from the other archives from like St. Thomas, Ladies College, Bishops, Vishaka. It's totally
Bishop
different.
College doesn't have archives, if I'm not mistaken, I would say.
they were planning on having one.
Okay.
And let's not forget about the boys behind it as well.
Yeah, Trinity.
Especially the archives committees. So the archives as a place is, like Archana said, where the school's history lives. But the student archives committee are the people who make sure that history stays alive. And beyond just us, there's not much just two people can do.
Okay. So you mentioned about the student archives committee. So basically, how is the student archives committee structured? Could you tell out to the audience?
It's pretty simple really. So there's the two of us, the archives heads. We have a committee of about 17 senior prefects for this year. And then there are senior stewards, probationary senior stewards in the archives committee, and then the junior stewards as well. So it's sort of like a gathering of the entire prefects council. And if it weren't for the stewards and the junior stewards and the rest of our committee, it wouldn't be such a big thing. It wouldn't be functioning really. Yeah.
Okay. So way back, I think if you could drag regarding archives history. Okay. So each place had some kind of a story to start off. So what was the birth start of archives?
Well, it's actually a funny way how it started.
It's quite unconventional.
But I'll just stick into some parts on it. So basically it started in 2019. So Mr. Nisal Pathiraja, he was the first archives head of our school. He's the one who started it. So it started as a dare to him. So he was there to read all the books, all the Royal College magazines. And he did. And after that, he wanted to make a place where he can store all the books, the magazines and everything. He wanted to make a place where the student archives committee could perform. So when he became a prefect, he started the student archives committee by writing the constitution, then contacting the RC secretaries and the SG secretaries, and he made a budget and everything. And now the student archives committee is running Very good.
So there's a story with S.N. Pereira being involved way back.
Oh, that this is the thing. So most of the stuff that's in the archives is given, it was donated by S.S. Pereira, to be honest. But some were given by the Archaeological Society of Royal College. So this is the thing.
That society is currently defunct, if I'm not
It's not functioning anymore. So Mr. S.S. Pereira has given a lot of magazines, like the Royal College magazines, the Royals magazines, the pictures that is in the archives. Those were donated by Mr. S.S. Pereira, to be honest. Currently, there's a book by Mr. S.S. Pereira called for the 150th anniversary book. That is the only book that has all the history of our college. For everyone who doesn't know about that, there are only 2 copies available at Sri Lanka. One is at some individual's house and one is at archives.
Some individual's house. Okay, that's very interesting. I mean, yeah, archives is full of places of tradition, full of places of, I would say it's full of places of traditions as well, I would say. So, if S.S. Pereira is a former cricketer, if I'm not mistaken, in Royal College, as well as he was a former score updater in cricket as well. So if you go to the ESPN cricket info page, his name is there down there in the credentials as well. So he's an eminent personality in Sri Lankan cricket as well as in the Sri Lankan schooling arena, as well as in Royal College. I would say when I went back to archives, I saw these scoring books from way back in 1960s, scorecard books, even some of the big match winning scorecard books as well. So the next question is, Royal College is a place where it has legacy around 150 to 190 years. So I basically, keeping all of this stored in one place, it's a huge challenge, I would say. So, some might be damaged, some might be almost like damaged. So to protect those, what are the challenges that you are facing and how do you overcome?
So, I mean, it's a pretty big understatement to say it's a challenge. Because we have books at archives which literally crumble at a touch. And I mean, some of the things, so you want to know what exactly we are doing to make sure those are preserved, right? To be frank, in the current state, if they are just physical copies, like books and papers and stuff, we cannot preserve. That is just an impossibility that even the National Archives has not managed to overcome. If I remember correctly, a couple of years ago, when I was a steward in the Archives Committee, we took a tour to the National Archives. That was my second time there. And we had a small chat with the director there. So, in her view, I personally talked to her and I asked her a bit about how digitalizing the records that they have work. Since my goal was to eventually try and bring that into our archives as well. And what she said was, digitalizing the records is an excellent idea, but it's not something that can be done at the snap of a finger. It takes
a lot of
years and years. I mean, me personally, we've managed to see it now itself. Like currently, we are in the process of scanning a few magazines. I think we started with the old copies of the Royalist magazine, which is the flagship publication of our school. And that is taking quite a while. It's definitely a good thing to try and digitalize it. And beyond just digitalizing, even when we are dealing with old books and stuff, we specifically have a box full of gloves that we put on just to touch it and all. Because we have to be that careful. And then, as you might know, archives has like air conditioning as well to keep the humidity and all levels.
Yes, of course. So, a lot of ways to protect those, and all of this comes through challenges. Anyway, the time is moving out very fast as well, I would say. So, we have the 2 archives here right now. We just got the basic foundation right here on 107.3 or FMRoyal.live. We'll be moving on to more energetic music to keep you wind up in this afternoon. You might be having your late lunch, or maybe you are still having a hectic day at work, but don't worry. Things do change suddenly, just like I would say history. Anyway, moving upon, we'll move into a short musical break. You are tuned into 107.3 or FMRoyal.live.
If you're planning to celebrate your next special event, let me show you the greatest place in Colombo. Here it is, Blooming Breakfast, located in Arcade Independence Square, Colombo 7. You have the freedom to customize your own decorations and we accommodate up to 60 packs. If you're planning to have events such as this, and this, feel free to call or contact us on this given number.
Blooming Breakfast.
Welcome to Spectrum, Sri Lanka's leading overseas education consultancy. Celebrating over a decade of unmatched excellence, we open doors to world-class destinations like Australia, UK, New Zealand, and many more. Wherever your ambition lies, we are right here to guide your path to success. With over 2,000 success stories and counting, we transform dreams into reality for students just like you. From choosing the right course to securing your visa, our team supports you in every step of the way. Connect directly with top international university officials at flagship Uni Expos held across the country. Built on trust, integrity, and 12 brilliant years of cherished global partnerships. Ready to redesign your career? Contact our Colombo, Kurunagala, Kandy branches today. Spectrum, life, education, opportunities.
Hello. A very good afternoon to all of you. The current time is 18 minutes from 3. It's a beautiful afternoon here, and the time moves very fast, just like history. I would say each second that I spend right now is gone towards history and written in archives, I would say. Okay, the perfect ideal start for this show. We were talking about the Student Archives Committee of our college, and we got to know about the history on how it started and how it was established and how these two young gentlemen here handles the archives committee, I would say. Okay, so Archana and Kirtikanaya, basically in general, I would like to ask, so normally the structure is the archives committee, as Kirtikanaya mentioned, there are senior prefects, there are two heads first, then the senior prefects, then senior stewards, the probation senior stewards, and the probation junior stewards. So what really dragged both of you to join into the archives committee?
So for me, it's a bit different, to be honest. So when we were in grade 9, so we were appointed as junior prefects. So during those days, Corona came and there was quarantine and lockdowns and everything. So after that, because of that, the two JPIs, junior prefect in charges, Aishan Dias and Saad Aya, they arranged orientation for us. So basically, the 5 avenues and the 2 subcommittees, they had sessions. In one of those sessions, the archives committee, the 2 archives head at that time had a session, and they told us about the archives committee and what they do. And from that day, I was like a little bit excited about archives, and I wanted to join it. And they were like, for the first time ever, we are going to take junior prefects into the archives committee, but we haven't done that yet, to be honest. They haven't done. And they got our information, and we said that we wanted to join, but nothing happened, to be honest. Nothing happened. But after that, once again, when I became a junior steward, the archives heads were Utpalaya and Amishaya. So they came to one of our weekly meetings and they said that there's archives committee and blah blah.
Steward weekly meetings.
June Steward weekly.
Junior student.
And like there's archives committee and we do projects and stuff like that. Then I was like, wasn't there another committee when I was in grade 9? I didn't know it was the same thing at the moment. Then I joined. And then after that I knew it was the same thing. So it's basically a beautiful story, to be honest. Like I never expected to be like to have a committee like archives in school, because this school has 190 years of traditions, no? And I never expected something this big to be there, to be honest.
Yes, I mean the area that archives is, for 190 years, I think the area is not enough. I mean, it's a small, it's a kind of average kind of project. So, Kirtikana, what about you?
Well, I wish I could say the same. My experience wasn't as sunshine and rainbows as Archana's here. It actually started with me getting scolded for not knowing school history. That happened around 4 years ago at this point. I was just a committee member in one of my clubs, and the top board of the club at that time were holding interviews. And well, as usual, I went to the interview and I was not expecting them to ask history and stuff.
Yeah, you never expected.
Yeah,
He never expected.
it completely blindsided me. And then basically I spent 30 to 1 hour just sitting there getting scolded by my ideas. They were yelling at me, they were telling me how could I be a royalist and not know school history. It wasn't a nice experience, but that was the motivation I needed to really get into it, And then in my JSC I joined the archives committee. Again, Utpalaya was there. He was an excellent senior. It was very fun to work with as well. And then
He was a very chill guy.
Very chill guy, like Archana.
Very chill
Both of you, I would say. So you say, I mean, one thing that, so I was also a archives committee member way back in junior stewardship, as a probation steward also.
Yeah.
I am an archives committee member. So one thing that really got into my mind was when Kirtikana said that during interviews, you never expect to ask school history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean something that's really advantage you of being in the archives committee is that you can tell the history out of anywhere, So that's something me and my colleagues who are in the committee really see, that we can be specialized upon on our batch. So if one of my colleagues asks something special regarding history in Royal College era, I would be able to remind my memory that I went through the archives and tell it out at least around 25% of it. I mean, that's something really advantageous of the archives committee as well. So yeah, speaking about this year, current year, so this year I think as Kirtikana mentioned, the website project, I would say the archives website project is moving on, where you put all the catalogs and the logs towards the digital platform, so it would be very easy for the upcoming generation to look up to. Just like that, what are the upcoming projects that you all have planned?
So as you said, like only a few people know about the history of our college. Like not everyone knows about the history. So we have planned to do 3 e-magazines. So the first one is regarding clubs and societies. So the history of every club and society and the discontinued clubs, we will be publishing it as the e-magazine first. Then we will be printing it, and we will be printing and publishing that the clubs and societies felicitation ceremony. So after that, we are going to print the sports e-magazine, then the magazine regarding the discipline committee, like the rules and regulation and everything. So after that, there are about 12 projects in the archives. So that's one of our main projects. Then the next one will be Project 1835. So we did an interview with Mr. Nisal Pathiraja, the first archives head of our school. Then in September we'll be doing another episode with one of the Rohito winning captains from Heyman and one of the captains from STC as well.
Yeah, and then beyond that we also have slightly less exciting, but the Royal College Magazine publication.
Slightly less exciting.
I mean, the reason I say that is because the Royal College Magazine, as you may or may not know, is essentially a record of everything that happens in a school year. So all the club gradings, all the academic reports, all the sports achievements, and it usually gets released at the prize giving, but since the prize giving stopped in around 2019, it hasn't been released. So there's a gap for us to fill. And then we are also planning on renovating the archives. I mean, today if a student were to go into archives, I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. It looks impressive, but what you don't see at a glance is what's happening below. So even though archives looks nice and neat and organized, there's a bunch of stuff that we need to address, both as a committee and as students of school, because at the end of the day, archives is a place that's in Royal College. So that's why we plan to renovate a bunch of stuff inside, overall to make it look nicer. So there's that happening as well, and then possibly the most exciting part of it, inter-archives dialogue.
Yeah, where you go to. Okay, I'm not going to take the lead here. I mean,
Yeah.
you two are the heads, so I want to tell it. Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
basically something like this.
Yeah,
essentially.
something like this,
Yes,
but
but with other schools.
yeah,
to be
with
honest.
other schools, that's
schools,
what
other
it
archives.
Other
makes things interesting, I would
Yes.
say. Yeah, I mean, last year, if I could remember, we went to ladies' college to get
Yes.
the archives dialogue recording, and we saw the archives of that school. I mean, that was just wonderful. I mean, to be honest, compared to our school, they
Because-
have developed and they
Yes,
pursue
that's the thing.
a lot in the archives part as well, and they have a whole set of, I think, almost a whole set of big conference rooms.
So one thing you notice when we go to other schools and look at their archives is just how young our own archives is.
Yes.
Because this is only about 8 years, right?
Yeah,
8 years since its inception, whereas other schools have had plenty of time to properly organize. They call it museums at this point.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
the STC
yeah.
museum to be
I
honest.
think
Exactly,
St. Thomas
yeah,
College
STC
has
has a museum.
So yes, exactly. I mean, I wish both of you best of luck on making
Yes.
archives great, more than compared to last year.
Yeah.
Anyway, the time is moving very fast. I would say it's just I think it's just because that we are interviewing the archives community, because it's all history written over it. I would say. You see, I mean, okay.
Well,
Anyway, well.
Duranjana, excuse me, we forgot one project.
One project, yeah.
A very important one. It will be Paramount, to be honest.
Yeah.
We forgot about to talk about
How could we
Paramount.
forget?
Paramount is a project we are doing with the Radio Club of Royal College. So it's basically we are going to do a magazine first. That will be the first phase. Then the second phase we'll be adding some facts regarding school or the Rohito seasons to the PA system.
The PA system is the morning. So if you are in Royal College, of course, there's a morning news podcast going into it, and after that, the Paramount. So basically, a fact regarding the Rohito season will be shared in the PA system. So yeah, that's a major initiative done by the Archives Committee alongside with the Radio Club of Royal College. So anyway, the time is moving very fast, I would say again. No spoilers this time, I would say 2 past 52 minutes, almost 8 minutes more for 3 p.m. Time moves fast, and each second is put into history and put down to archives, I would say. So anyway, we'll be moving into a short musical break, and we'll be back with the last segment of this session. You're tuning into 107.3 or fmroyal.live, or you may be watching us live via the Facebook channel of Media Unit or the YouTube channel of FM Royal. This is FM Royal, the right Royal way.
All the ways that you make me, build me up on the things I lack. I don't ever wanna lose you now, 'cause I think I'll make it clear now, 'cause it's you and only you. 'Cause it's you and only you. 'Cause it's you and only you. I don't know where the time goes, just flies when I hold you close. In my arms with your eyes closed, for the first time I've got hope. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I think I'll make it here now. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I think I'll make it here now, 'cause it's you and only. It's you and only. Because it's you and only you.
I took our love and I put it on ice. This bed is cold and it don't feel right. Ain't nobody else who loves me like that. You love me like that, no. You give me space and I'll give you the sky. Yeah, you got me thinking we could try. Ain't nobody else who love me like that. You love me like that. When I said it's over, thought I really meant that. Now I'm wanting you back, so just hold me closer. Ain't nobody like us, now I know. So come on and love me like you did before. Tell me I'm worth fighting for. Show me that there's something more. We can do better. Brick by brick we built these walls, but tonight we'll watch them fall. So love me like you did before. We can do better, we can do better.
If you're planning to celebrate your next special event, let me show you the greatest place in Colombo. Here it is, Blooming Breakfast, located in Arcade Independence Square, Colombo 7. You have the freedom to customize your own decorations and we accommodate up to 60 packs. If you're planning to have events such as this, and this, feel free to call or contact us on this given number.
Blooming Breakfast.
Welcome to Spectrum, Sri Lanka's leading overseas education consultancy. Celebrating over a decade of unmatched excellence, we open doors to world-class destinations like Australia, UK, New Zealand, and many more. Wherever your ambition lies, we are right here to guide your path to success. With over 2,000 success stories and counting, we transform dreams into reality for students just like you. From choosing the right course to securing your visa, our team supports you in every step of the way. Connect directly with top international university officials at flagship Uni Expos held across the country. Built on trust, integrity, and 12 brilliant years of cherished global partnerships. Ready to redesign your career? Contact our Colombo, Kurunagala, Kandy branches today. Spectrum, life, education, opportunities.
hello, a very good afternoon to all of you, and you're tuned in to 107.3 or FM Royal.live, and we are here with the two archive committee heads, I would say, in school. So we talked about the foundation, the background, as well as the history of archives of Royal College as well. And we are down to the last segment, I would say, because time has run very fast. I would say it has gone all down to history. So anyway, coming down towards the last two questions, Ayaz. So this goes in general to both of you. So most probably you all will be leaving school on the month of December. That would be your last month. So before you leave in school, what are your expectations and how would you rise the bar of the archives in Royal College?
Talk
Yeah.
about the past, present, now to future.
Future, yes.
It's a tough question, to be honest. That's a really good question.
And
So
that was the only good question that I asked so far, I would say.
yeah. So this is thing. For 14 years, both of us and even our council have done a lot of stuff to school. We have given everything we can give to school in many ways. So what I would say to the next coming council or for the next generation who's coming to Royal College, just enjoy every second, enjoy every time you spend in school. And if you are royalist, you should know about the history of this college. This great institution has a great tradition, a history, and a tone. You should understand it, you should live it, and you should, live it. You should live it.
Yes, Kirtikana, what about you?
It's basically the same, not just for the council, even for the listeners that are listening on right now, and possibly for the future people who would be looking at the live now. It's not just about what you achieve, it's about how you do it.
Yes.
So even if you aren't a prefect, even if you are just doing clubs, so doing clubs isn't just for the grading, doing a sport isn't just for winning the cup. So it's all about the memories you make in school and what you give back to it. So us personally, we, like Asina said, 14, almost 15 years in school, I've been a royalist from grade 1. And it's the memories that were made in these past 14 years will carry us forward through years and years of our lives.
Yes.
And it's the same that we hope for future councils to do as well, future councils and future royalists.
Future royalists.
Of course, indeed. One last question then to end the show. What would your message be to all future royalists, trying to live up the legacy here in college?
Just
Live life to the fullest.
Yes.
just
Royal is so much more than just a school. So just the fact that we have an archives committee, not every school has an archives committee. Not every school, I don't think any other school can boast of having 53 different clubs and societies, 36 different sports. So if you're a royalist, experience all of it. Experience all of it, know what makes it special, know about the predecessors who did it before you, the people who paved the path for you to walk, and take it forward.
Of course. For me, exactly what Kirtan said. To be honest, as a royalist, what makes a royalist is like the discipline and the things you get from school. So as a royalist, as an upcoming royalist or an outgoing royalist, you all have to live everything, live the life you are in school, like clubs and society, sports, or even archives committee or junior students, senior students. Just live the moment. Be happy, enjoy it, and take care of the school and make it a better place. That's what we can say.
Yes, of course. I would say most of the prefects, what I talked so far, Sahan, Naya, Tilnaya, then 5 DHPs, what they said was keep zero regrets when you
Yes.
leave school. When
Exactly.
you know that the last day that you walk out from the book gates, just keep zero regrets and be happy with your school journey. So, that's my basic advice for all the younger kids as well. But anyway, time has run really fast. So I thank you, both of you, for joining us for this show. We know how busy you are with this weekend, this action-packed weekend on the second leg of the 80th derby.
We still have
We still have hope.
They
Yes,
hope.
yes, Archana, yes, having that low voice, telling that we still have hope. Yes, we believe that we still have hope. But I have never seen a positive person like Archana Jaitilak, I would say, on having hope. Anyway, we'll see what will happen on the 25th of July from 4:30 p.m. onwards at Pallegale. Until then, it's goodbye and it's officially done with Paramount, the first episode of Paramount for the year 2026 in FM Royal. Next up, we have a jackpot done by Charu Pereira and Vinuk Pereira. We'll be bringing that action as well. So stay tuned with us on 107.3 or fmroyal.live. FM Royal, the right royal way.